Hello everyone. It's a few days before Deepavali or Diwali, and I am excited to show you a dish that I would often make during the Deepavali festival. And this dish is it's a chicken dish and it's called a chicken sambal, where I am going to use certain ingredients. Now, I know that a chicken sambal is not an Indian dish. It is not, it is, well, the word sambal itself stems from Indonesia, and well, that's how we are over here. The Indians in Malaysia, we are a blended culture, and our food often has the infusion of other ingredients which are not essentially the ingredients that Indian cooking uses, like fresh lemongrass or galangal. And today I'm also going to use fresh turmeric. So let's get on. Just a quick note, guys. I am not in any way saying that the Malaysian Indian food is in any way superior to traditional Indian food, because I do cook traditional Indian food on most days, and I absolutely love traditional Indian food. But I was just trying to explain that the fact that Malaysia is in this strategic location where we have Thailand right on our north, to our north, and we have neighboring countries like Indonesia. So, and Malaysia being a multicultural, multiracial country, it has made Indian food a little more fused with other cultures. So it's just interesting to have all these different flavors and to enjoy all these different flavors, as well as to go back and eat our traditional foods as well. So I think life just becomes more interesting this way. So these are the ingredients. I have the list of ingredients will be in the caption. This is about half a chicken that has been skinned. You don't have to skin it. If you like the skin, then it's fine to incorporate that as well. I'm going to grind all of these ingredients together now. I'm just going to cut some of the all the ingredients actually into slightly smaller pieces, so it's easier. It'll be easier for me to grind them, and takes shorter time as well. And just remember that galangal is hard, and it's a little difficult to cut, so you might need to use more elbow grease for the galangal, because as you can see, I'm struggling with it. It takes a little bit of effort to cut the galangal. It's quite hard. And all of this, even the turmeric, I'm going to cut it up into smaller pieces, and it will go into after that it will go into my blender. Just going to add a little bit of water, so it's for easier blending. That's all. And also I want to remind you that fresh turmeric stains. So it was the reason I put the turmeric on top of this piece of tissue was because piece of kitchen paper was because it would have stained my plate or anything. So look at that. So you need to wash that off with some a slightly more strong detergent, or washing detergent. So to hot oil, I'm going to pour in the blended ingredients. Remember to put your the heat on a lower heat or medium heat. And also remember that for this dish, you need an apron. Okay, I'm going to wash this. Put it all inside. And I'm going to add the chili as well. So the chili goes in. This is 3/4 cup. Oh, sorry, it is 1/3 cup of chili. You can add more depending on how you want it. I'm adding this much. I would love to add more, but there is my husband who can't eat too much of chili. And add some salt. I didn't mention salt and 1 teaspoon salt and oil in my the caption, because I just thought that's a given. And now I'm going to close this to let it cook on slow heat. Let it cook on its own for a bit, for about a minute or two. So you have to quickly tackle your jars as well. So what I've done is I've put this. I don't know whether you have something like this, but it's a stronger detergent, or dishwashing liquid or something. I don't know what it's really called, but I would use something very strong, like sometimes you could use what's it called, barman's tool or barman's keeper or something like that. That's another one. And I would just, otherwise you would have a yellow jar. So I'm just going to let this soak for a bit while the food is cooking. Otherwise, the stain will just sort of set in and it will be so difficult to get it out later. So the chili goes in. This is 3/4 cup. Oh, sorry, it is 1/3 cup of chili. You can add more depending on how you want it. I'm adding this much. I would love to add more, but as you know, there is my husband who can't eat too much of chili. You can add some salt. I didn't mention salt and 1 teaspoon salt and oil in my the caption because I just thought that's a given. And now I'm going to close this to let it cook on slow heat. Let it cook on its own for a bit, for about a minute or two. So now it has been cooking for about 2 minutes. I think it was cooking for 3 minutes, but on very low heat, and you can see that it's sort of cooked. You can see the oil separating as well. Can you see that? So I can see just at the top. You see a bit of oil separating. And now I'm going to put in the chicken. Add the chicken. And remember guys, when you handle chicken meat in any way, the dish that is handling that you put the chicken in, all has to be washed very quickly because you don't want any cross contamination happening. Chicken is famous for that, chicken juices. So I'm going to cook this. So give it a stir, a proper stir for about a minute or so, for half a minute, and then I'm going to cover it and cook add a little bit of water, cover it and cook. So the chicken has been cooking for a little while, for about a minute. I stirred it, and now I'm going to add a little bit of water, just a little bit actually. We don't need much water because this sambal is not supposed to be like a gravy. It's supposed to be thick. So just a little bit of water, just that much, a little bit. Cover it and cook. I'm going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. So it's cooked thoroughly. It's been cooking for about 4 minutes on medium heat. And I'm going to give it a stir. You can add your coconut milk and the tamarind juice right now. Remember that these 2 ingredients are both to taste. So it's up to you how much you want in there. So this is, I think I said it was about a quarter of a cup. And tamarind juice, I'm going to put less inside. Just that much. This was, I think, 40 ml. I put less and I'm going to taste it later to see if I need more. You can add more salt if you want. Cover it and cook for a little longer, for about 1 minute or so. Now, open it. And I'm now going to add the onions, the sliced onions, and sliced tomatoes. Give it a stir. And then you have to see if you like. Just let it cook for about a minute. You don't have to cover it now. Cook for about a minute or so, and then you can see if you want more, more cream, coconut cream inside, or if you want a slightly more sour taste, you can add a little bit more. Like I might just add a little bit more. Okay, that's all. I also added another spoon of salt. Okay, so let this cook for a bit. It's cooking for about 2 minutes and it's basically done. So this is how it will look like. This is not a sambal that would be, red, fiery red or anything. This is a sambal which has fresh turmeric and so on. So the color will be mild, but it's not exactly mild because it is quite spicy, although it does not look red. So here's my sambal all plated. I hope you give this a shot. If you want to add a little twist to your Deepavali. This is a dish that I grew up eating, and I always loved this dish when my mother made it. But she didn't make it for Deepavali. I would make it for Deepavali. Over the years, I don't know, I would make this and another chicken dish for Deepavali. And well, do give this a shot if you want to give your Deepavali a little twist. This is a tip. The ingredients used in this dish is typical Southeast Asian ingredients. So especially in my country, it is the Malay community that uses lemongrass, fresh turmeric, as well as galangal. So I will do a YouTube shorts and explain what exactly these ingredients are. So, well, till we meet again, here's Shakila Shanmugam signing off. Happy Deepavali, everyone.